Hello and welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess and I'm your host today for some general knowledge questions. So get that thinking cap on and let's go. Which TV show aired from 1952 to 1989 and Dick Clark hosted? Soul Train, The Dick Clark Show or American Bandstand? American Bandstand. Which US state has no documented venomous snakes? Alaska, Hawaii or Arizona? It's Alaska. What is the world's oldest currency that is still in use? Indian rupee, Chinese renminbi or British pound sterling? British pound sterling. The word radar is an acronym for what? Radio detection and ranging. How many time zones does Belgium have? 1, 2 or 3? Say hi if you're watching us from Belgium. It's 1. Which famous Russian author wrote War and Peace? Anton Chekhov, Leo Tolstoy or Alexander Pushkin? Leo Tolstoy. Which city served as the capital of Russia before Moscow? Kiev, Vladivostok or St. Petersburg? It's St. Petersburg. Which desert below is not in Africa? Sahara, Kalahari or Atacama? Atacama. What country was Slovenia a part of before gaining independence in 1991? Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia or East Germany? Yugoslavia. What mountain is in the Slovenian national flag? Mount Triglav, Mount Etna or Mount Matterhorn? Mount Triglav. What does the CH abbreviation of Switzerland stand for? Confederato Helvetica, Chateau Helvetica or Chocolata Helvetica? It's Confederato Helvetica. In what year was the widely used sans serif typeface Helvetica developed in Switzerland? 1948, 1957 or 1960? 1957. What is Canada's tallest mountain? Mount Logan, Mount McKinley or Mount Robson? Mount Logan. Which 1986 film earned Paul Newman the Academy Award for Best Actor? Absence of Malice, The Verdict or The Colour of Money? It was The Colour of Money. Have you seen it? What is Sean Connery's real first name? Robert, Sebastian or Thomas? Or was it Bond, James Bond? It's Thomas. What subspecies of zebra was endemic to South Africa but is now extinct? Cape Mountain zebra, quagga, or Crevy's zebra? Zebra or zebra? It's a quagga. American and English pronunciations. What is the largest airport in the world? King Fahd International Airport, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, or Denver International Airport? King Fahd International Airport. What alternative medical practice is also known as zone therapy? Acupuncture, Ayurveda, or reflexology? Reflexology. What river flows through the Grand Canyon? Colorado River, Mississippi River, or Amazon River? Colorado River. Through how many countries does the equator extend? 11, 12, or 13? It's 13. What is the largest inland body of water on Earth when considering surface area? Caspian Sea, Lake Superior, or Great Bear Lake? Caspian Sea. What plant is also known as Monstera deliciosa, snake plant, spider plant, or Swiss cheese plant? Swiss cheese plant, Monstera deliciosa. Which Swiss botanist discovered Monstera deliciosa? Adolf Engler, Henrik Wilhelm Scott, or Henry Pittier? Henrik Wilhelm Scott. What was the first commercially successful electric guitar nicknamed? Black Beauty, Red Rooster, or Frying Pan? Frying Pan. In 1947, with which baseball team did Jackie Robinson make his debut? Chicago Cubs, Brooklyn Dodgers, or New York Yankees? It's Brooklyn Dodgers. Hello to all our American viewers today. What natural element, when in motion, generates hydroelectric power? Water, gas, or oil? It's water. What common denominator do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have? Middle name, the. Bit of a cheeky one there. What is the best-selling album of all time? Thriller, Back in Black, or The Dark Side of the Moon? All great albums. How many have you got? I've got 2 of them. Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller. I've got that one. The creation of the sandwich is attributed to whom? Marco Polo, John Montagu, or Catherine de Medici? John Montagu, and I always thought it was the Earl of Sandwich. What was his primary motivation for inventing the sandwich? Portable meals during gambling, clean eating during card games, or quick snacks for busy politics? Portable meals during gambling. What popular snack food did George Crumb invent? Potato chips, pretzels or popcorn? Potato chips. Who wrote the lyrics to the popular song Too Young, released in 1951? Sidney Lipman, Sylvia D or Nat King Cole? Sylvia D. Who was the very first First Lady of the USA? Abigail Adams, Dolly Madison or Martha Washington? Martha Washington. What tricycle truck was the first vehicle that Mazda introduced in 1931? Mazda Titan, Mazda Go or Mazda 1? Mazda Go. What did Mazda manufacture before cars? Machinery, textiles or cork products? Cork products. Remember when wine had corks in? What country used to be Abyssinia? Ethiopia, Sudan or Kenya? It was Ethiopia. What was Joan of Arc's age at the time of her death? 18, 19 or 20? "19, a legend at such a young age." What is the longest running game show? Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune or The Price is Right? Are they favourites of yours? The Price is Right. Fantastic show. Clementine Ogilvie Hosier was the wife of which British Prime Minister? Winston Churchill, Clement Attlee or Harold Macmillan? Winston Churchill. What was Claus Barbie known as? Butcher of Leon, Executioner of Nuremberg or Enforcer of Berlin? Butcher of Leon. What is the southernmost city in the world? Ushuaia, Cape Town or Wellington? Ushuaia. Which explorer named the Terra del Fuego? Ferdinand Magellan, Sir Francis Drake or Charles Darwin? Ferdinand Magellan. To which country does Mactan Island, the site of Magellan's death, belong? Malaysia, Indonesia or the Philippines? It's the Philippines. What strait separates the islands of Tierra del Fuego archipelago? Strait of Magellan, Beagle Channel or Drake Passage? Beagle Channel. Who commanded the Spanish Armada in 1588? King Philip II, Duke of Medina Sidonia or Queen Elizabeth I? Duke of Medina Sidonia. What operation was the Dunkirk evacuation? Operation Overlord, Operation Barbarossa or Operation Dynamo? Operation Dynamo. Which retired and recalled admiral directed Operation Dynamo? Arthur Harris, Bertram Ramsay, or Chester W. Nimitz? Bertram Ramsay. When was UNESCO created? August 7th, 1943, May 20th, 1944, or November 16th, 1945? November 16th, 1945. Who was the first Director General of UNESCO who served from 1946 to 1948? Julian Huxley, Irina Bokova, or Kurishiko Matsuura? Julian Huxley. What continent is the Republic of Fiji on? Asia, Africa, or Oceania? Oceania. Halfway there, how are you doing? Who discovered Papua New Guinea around 1526 to 1527? Ferdinand Magellan, Georges de Menezes, or Luis Vaz de Torres? Georges de Menezes. What country has the highest production of olive oil? Spain, Italy, or Greece? It's Spain. What country invented the ice cream? Spain, Italy, or Greece? I know where I think of gelato. What about you? It's Italy. Amazing ice cream places there. What is the only main ingredient that a sherbet has that a sorbet has none? Dairy, fruit juice, or egg whites? Dairy. What is the second most popular drink in the world after water? Tea, coffee, or soda? How come wine's not on the list? What do you prefer, tea, coffee, soda? It's a tea. Good old British cup of tea. What human bone is the hardest to break? Skull, femur, or clavicle? It's the femur. So really bad luck if you've ever broken your femur. What type is the most commonly used nuts in marzipan? Almonds, peanuts, or walnuts? It's almonds. What title does a widowed queen receive to signify her status and role after the king's passing? She's the Queen Dowager. What is the designation for a queen who takes on the role on behalf of the monarch until they reach maturity or can resume their duties? Queen Regent. Who do scholars and historians believe is the person depicted in Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa? Lisa Gherardini, Isabella of Aragon, or Caterina Sforza? Lisa Gherardini. By whom was the Mona Lisa acquired, resulting in its display in the Louvre Museum in Paris? Louis of France, Napoleon Bonaparte, or King Francis I of France? It was King Francis I of France. What is the size of Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night? 70 centimetres by 90 centimetres, 73.7 by 92.1 centimetres or 81 by 92 centimetres. 73.7 by 92.1 centimetres. Who painted the famous artwork Guernica, which depicts a bombing of a Spanish city? Sandro Botticelli, Pablo Picasso or Michelangelo? Pablo Picasso. Who painted The Birth of Venus? Sandro Botticelli, Pablo Picasso or Michelangelo? Sandro Botticelli. What is the Gijon area of Burgundy famous for producing? Truffles, wine or mustard? Mustard, and I believe it's brown French mustard, not your yellow bright colour we have in England. How long was Julius Caesar able to lead the Roman Empire? Less than a year, 2 years or 5 years? It was less than a year. Who held the title of the wealthiest man in ancient Rome? Julius Caesar, Augustus or Crassus? It was Crassus. Which pope designated November the 1st as an All Saints' Day? Pope Sixtus, Pope Gregory or Pope John Paul I? Pope Gregory III. Which ancient Celtic festival traditionally occurred around October the 31st? Samhain, Beltane or Imbolc? Samhain. Why were costumes worn during Samhain? To ward off evil spirits, to celebrate the harvest, or to honour ancestors? To ward off evil spirits. What Irish bread with sultanas and raisins is associated with Halloween? Soda bread, barmbrack or wheaten bread? Barmbrack. What disease were pirates prone to due to vitamin deficiency resulting from a lack of fresh fruits? Scurvy, beriberi or peligro? It was scurvy, no vitamin C. What year was the last Tsar of Russia crowned? 1869, 1886 or 1894? (1894). What is a group of pandas most commonly called? A grumble, an embarrassment or a whoop? It's an embarrassment. Poor things. Which country boasts the highest number of islands? Sweden, Canada or Indonesia? It's Sweden. Cesso e pepe is a Roman dish. What does it translate to in English? Cream and parsley, cheese and pepper, or carrot and pea? Cacio e pepe. Cheese and pepper. What is the duo sumo ring believed to be that makes wrestlers clap their hands when entering? Where gods dwell, where fortune is, or where inner peace is found? Where gods dwell. What historical event in 1868 marked the end of the Tokugawa shogunate? Battle of Sekigahara, Meiji Restoration, or Sengoku period? Meiji Restoration. When was the first Cinderella movie released? 1950, 1957, or 1965? 1950. What is the lowest point on the Earth's surface? Challenger Deep, Mariana Trench, or the Dead Sea? It's the Dead Sea. What is the lowest point on the Earth that is underwater? Challenger Deep, Mariana Trench, or Dead Sea? Challenger Deep. Who first referred to New York City as Gotham? Washington Irving, Edgar Allan Poe, or Charles Dickens? Washington Irving. What is Nike's original name? Sneaker Haven, Blue Ribbon Sports, or Athletic Innovations Inc.? Blue Ribbon Sports. Which track and field athlete co-founded Nike with his coach? Michael Jordan, Usain Bolt, or Phil Knight? It was Phil Knight. What does it mean when someone says, right as rain? Extremely happy, perfectly fine or healthy, or absolutely correct? Are you right as rain today? Perfectly fine or healthy. I hope you are. What dialect do people from Newcastle speak? Geordie, Scouse, or Cockney? They speak Geordie. What is the name of the Scottish breed of draft horse? Clydesdale, Thoroughbred, or Shetland pony? Clydesdale. What is the smallest species of monkey? Tarsier, capuchin, or pygmy marmoset? Pygmy marmoset. Which animal helps produce kopi luwak by consuming and later excreting coffee cherries? Civet, meerkat, or kangaroo? Civet. Where in the brain is the somatosensory cortex region found? Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, or temporal lobe? Parietal lobe. How many degrees can owls rotate their heads? 180 degrees, 270 degrees, or 360 degrees? 270 degrees. What sound below the range of human hearing do elephants use to communicate? Infrasound, sonar, or subsonics? Infrasound. I am the beginning of the end and the end of time and space. I am essential to creation and I surround every place. Who am I? E. Silly one again. Who wrote the sci-fi comedy The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, or Douglas Adams? Douglas Adams. In which field did Isaac Asimov hold a professorship at Boston University? Mathematics, physics, or biochemistry? Biochemistry. In the James Bond series of films, Major Geoffrey Boothroyd is better known as Q, M, or R? It's Q. Which writer had a pet cat that was the inspiration for the Black Cat? H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King, or Edgar Allan Poe? Edgar Allan Poe. I'm guessing the cat was black. I possess lakes without water and streets without cars. Numerous places and borders exist within me, yet I remain whole. What am I? Another silly one, and nearing the end. A map. What area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean has a lot of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions? So there's a specific area in the basin. The Ring of Fire. About how many neurons does a human brain have? 76 billion, 86 billion, or 96 billion? Right, it's your last one. Make it count. 86 billion. So, how was your general knowledge today? Drop your score in the comments below, and of course like and subscribe so you get notified every time we post a new quiz. And please join us next time on Quiz Time.